Good morning, party people. Today is Money Monday, June 8th. But more exciting than that, yes, it gets more exciting than that. New York City is about to reopen. Today, we're starting off with phase one, and as I understand it, some 400,000 individuals will be commuting into the New York City area. Of course, some of them coming from Connecticut and New Jersey, but movement is opening back up again. So, for us drivers, no matter where you're located, business should start picking up again. For those of you who watched my video from last week, you'll know that when I came out last week, that was the first time in, I believe, 9 weeks. It was probably closer to 10, but I wanted to do kind of like a litmus test to see how things were going. And I was so excited about today. But I effed up and ended up oversleeping by 2.5, almost 3 hours. And so my Money Mondays is not going to be quite what I had hoped for, but that's my fault. As at the time that I came out, it was kind of busy. Things was hopping, but it was more for the low-end calls, which I try to stay away from due to the type of vehicle that I operate. But before we go any further, I would like to take a moment to thank my subscribers. I'm not the type of person to sit and count, but I did notice that there has been an increase in the folks that have been subscribing to the channel. I hope that for whatever reason it might be it rideshare, beards, motorcycle clubs, whatever it is. I hope that the content that I am providing is helpful. I hope that you get something from it. My goal is not to entertain. I'm not much of an entertainer. I share my experiences with you to show that it is possible in a climate where over the last couple of years I've seen, for example, in rideshare, I've seen some of the major rideshare drivers stop driving in their markets because it was no longer financially viable for them. And I've been fortunate in my little cubby hole of a market to be able to do quite well in a short period of time over the last couple of years. So I just wanted to again thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being gluttons for punishment, and I will strive to do better in future videos. So that being said, I will continue on with this video with a recap from last week. If you didn't see last week's video, please go back and check it out. Just as we're starting to get back into the swing of things. I'm curious to see how this week goes, of course, and I'm curious to see how next week goes. But I wanted to do a recap of how last week went. I think it went pretty well overall. I mean, considering my first week back, I really didn't expect much at all. So my expectations were surpassed. So let's get into it. Thanks for tuning in. In this series on my channel, I like to talk about ride sharing, primarily Uber and Lyft. I like to talk about my experiences and some of the issues that other drivers may have throughout the state and or the country. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos regarding these issues. Thank you. Alright, so Monday, actually not too shabby at all. I did get a Uber XL call, although albeit short, and the premium I think was down to Manhattan, so that worked out really well for an unofficial first day back. Tuesday was much more exciting. Of course, a premium SUV, which is typically the platform that I operate on. So I was real happy about that call. And of course, that comfort worked out really well also. Thursday was a waste, but Wednesday, again, a premium SUV. Whenever I get one of those, I get pretty excited. Friday, outstanding with that Uber XL. It turned out to be a trip all the way out to Long Island, so that was cool. And then, of course, the breakdown, $463.85. Pretty self-explanatory there. But the part that I like to talk about, so according to Uber, I made $463.85. I was online for a total of 19 hours and 14 minutes, total of 14 trips. Of course, the points we don't care about. When I did the math, according to what Uber had me online for, that came out to just under $25 an hour. I can safely say that at least half of the time that Uber had me online, I was sitting around waiting for calls, quite literally. So when I do that math, I came closer to probably about a little under $50 an hour on average for the 20 hours that I basically was online. So that being said, whether you ride share or you're a millionaire, be the best person that you can be. Stay frosty, and remember, sky's the limit. Peace. This logo is a registered trademark of the Sky's the Limit family, LLC.